and welcome back to the Netball Show. And just for Flick there, I didn't want to say "and" it started because she gets a bit upset about that for some strange reason, but maybe it's a winch thing, I'm not 100% sure. But we will have a look at the games later on today, and the first cab off the rank, Inverleigh hosting North Geelong. Felicity, Inverleigh and North Geelong, what do you think there?
After last week's games, I think Inverleigh. I think they're young, they're fit. I think they'll push North a lot. I believe that'll be quite close though, so that's my prediction.
And you, Miss Werribee?
I think I'm going the other way. I think I'm going for North, only because I think if they have another loss this week, it's going to really throw them. So I think they need to step up this week, win this week, get some confidence back, and hopefully start to see through this first half of the season. So I'll pick North, and hopefully the experience will win them a game this week.
Well, after looking at seeing North last week, and they really did play a great game, and especially the young girls, they've got a couple of 15, 16-year-old girls playing in their A-grade side, led by, Brooke Young, Zoe Boothroyd. They played a really great game last week, and I have to admit, and probably us being 10 down at half time, North probably thought they had it in the bag, and maybe they should have. But look, Inverleigh, you got Tori Miller, and Tori Miller, of course, ex-North Geelong, went over to Inverleigh 2 seasons ago now. Amy Dervisowski from East Geelong has gone over to Inverleigh as well. Both girls are shooting really well at the moment. I think Lauren Birch and Sylvia will have their hands full. And I think Inverleigh in a close one. Next game, and probably the game of the day, East Geelong hosting Werribee Centrals. Ktisty, what do you want to say to me about that?
Are you ready? That's all I'm saying. Are you ready?
Are we
Give
ready?
us away some of your game plans or something.
Girl,
Can you do that?
I was born ready. I was born ready. But look,
have you ever coached a side that's beaten Werribee? Just out of it, have you ever coached a side that's beaten Werribee? Just
A grade?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, A grade.
A grade, no.
Yeah.
Got close a few times up at Bellpost Hill. Got close, a couple of goals here and there, but Werribee always just had the top over Bellpost Hill.
You think you can do it this week?
Look, I have to admit, looking at Werribee, it reminds me of the Winchelsea side we played a few weeks ago. There's a lot of girls in that side playing Division 1 or Championship in Melbourne. Looking at it, you'd probably have to say that Werribee would be probably favourites to win it. East Geelong a couple of years ago had some good sides there that tested Werribee out.
Certainly.
Look, no, I think Werribee will probably smash East Geelong this week.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, you're too good. You're just way too good. You're probably going to beat us hands down.
All right.
We probably shouldn't even turn up.
Wonder if he's playing reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Me play reverse psychology.
I think you need to be fair to your players. Your team's obviously started off the season quite well, so let's be fair to the girls that are playing. Let's see how Mel goes this week against some different defenders. Let's have a look at your centre court, who's obviously doing quite well. And you've got Rebecca back, who in the past has also matched up really well against Werribee centre court.
So you're picking East Geelong, are you?
I'm not picking East Geelong.
I'm just saying
you're putting your team down like you're saying Werribee's going to smash them.
Well, Werribee a great side. You can't say that.
I'm not saying they're not a great side, but certainly they won't be going into the game at the start of the game saying we're going to smash East Geelong.
Don't you think?
No, that's not why we play.
Do you think that there's going to be a bit of payback to Melissa Bragg at all for leaving Werribee? Or what's going to happen?
I don't know about it. We don't believe in that stuff at Werribee.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Mel just has to play her game. Werribee will play their game.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it from the former Werribee coach, A-grade coach, thinking that it may be a good game, and I think it'll be a good game as well. We can only just go out and try our best, and then we'll see what happens after 60 minutes.
That's what it's about.
All right. Next, Bellpost Hill hosting Belmont Lions. Flick, I think Bellpost Hill out for a bit of revenge after last week's loss to Werribee, and they'll probably hit the court pretty hard, I'd say.
Yep, and they'll be looking at continuing to improve on their percentage points at the moment and keep them up at the top of the ladder, because it does have some effect at the end of the season. So speaking to Terry last week, it's an important thing to him. I think they'll have a nice win though.
Yeah, I think so also. Next game, Corio hosting Bannockburn out at Corio. Ktisty.
This should be another win, I would have thought, for a Krywula. They won't want to, as we said, they won't want to lose 2 in a row. So I think Krywula's defence will probably be too strong for the Bannockburn goalers now.
Yep. Sonia Harris and Sarah Bromley, of course, playing defence for Krywula. And Tamika Marks and Danielle Davis in goals for Krywula as well, combining well for the first time this year. Of course, Tamika Marks, a former Bellpost Hill player, who had a year off netball last year but has come back this year and gone over to Krywula. So, yeah, look, good luck to the Krywula girls. They've only had their first loss for the season, which was Winchelsea last week, and I'm sure that they'll come out looking to consolidate their top 3 position at the moment. Geelong West hosting Winchelsea, second last game. Ktisty?
Winchelsea. I would probably have thought, by looking at what Winchelsea have done in the last couple of rounds, they'll probably maybe rest a couple of girls this week. Maybe won't have that full strength side, but they won't have any problems there beating Geelong West, I wouldn't have thought.
Flick?
Yeah, the same.
Yeah, look, I think you're from Winchelsea. Yeah, you can say whatever you want about Winchelsea, you know. Yep. I mean, they're playing really well at the moment.
They are, yeah. And I think defensive with Peter Fay and Amy Worth did really well on the weekend. And then we've got a very strong, very, very strong shooting end as well. So all through the court, I think Winch is playing really well at the moment.
And Kristy's right. Jason made side to just rotate a few girls in a couple of different positions and see what, you know, what's the go. So we'll go on to the last game, Anarchy v Thompson. Thompson came out of the blocks really well last week.
Yeah,
in the first
if
quarter.
Thompson can continue what they started with last week, I think they held, was it Belmont goalless in the first quarter. So if they continue to do that this week, they should beat Anarchy.
Yeah. Flick, what do you think?
I'd actually like to see Anarchy win. I think Anarchy been settling for the last season or so. They've got a few changes this year, but I think they would be really looking to have this win for them.
Yeah. Look, you'd say probably Anarchy, especially out at Anarchy as well. But we can't forget, the Julie Jurison, who actually came over from Anarchy last year, is now playing in the Geelong West A-grade side. She shot a couple of goals on the weekend against Belmont, and I'm sure it'd be interesting to see what happens there as well. All right, we might just round it up, and hopefully later on today everyone has a win on the board, and we'll catch up with everyone next week. Uncle Dick on the football show coming up with the boys. We'll see everyone a little bit later.
Thank you very much.